Welcome to Creativity Nuggets. I was just reminiscing with Ignatius about the past year, given that we're in a new one and all. Did you have a good Christmas, Ignatius?
It was the best Christmas ever.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Santa Claus coming over, bringing these cookies, all those crazy misadventures we went on. And how about your gift?
How do you think he knew exactly what to get me?
And how about that picture? It was pretty fun drawing you guys, but the picture really makes for a better segue, because today's episode is on sketching, a subject I believe nobody's a stranger to. I mean, who in their life hasn't doodled before? The best part, all you need is a piece of paper and a pencil. But is that really all? Because if you're really into this stuff, you might need a whole lot more. Entire sets of pencils, multiple different kinds of erasers, charcoal. Wait, that's just burnt wood. This thing? You need this for drawing? What is it? For a medium everyone's familiar with, there sure are a lot of tools I've never heard of. You think you're better than me for using all this stuff? I'm the guy in the suit. We're putting it to the test today. We're gonna find out exactly what you need to excel in this medium. And more importantly, what you don't. And nothing less. I know we're all familiar with the concept of drawing, and I don't want to patronize you by explaining it in detail. I don't think we need to elaborate here, so what are we doing? The project today is simple. I'll be doing 2 sets of 3 drawings each with these prompts: a dinner scene, a cityscape, and a chess set. The first set will be done with the bare essentials: pencil and paper. The second set, pencils, charcoal, all the equipment I've got in that set. And most importantly, the knowledge of this book. Essential skills for every artist, so it says. You know, despite owning this book since childhood, I haven't really read it much. And even when I have, I was just flipping through it. Now, for the first time in Creativity Nuggets history, I will be accepting outside help to make a project. Well, I guess it is only the 7th episode overall. There's going to be a lot of things happening for the first time. I can't wait for the first time when I actually write something that's good. This little experiment will be done over the course of 5 days. Day 1 will be spent doing the first set of drawings with the pencil only. Day 2 will be exclusively learning from the book. You can't take knowledge for granted now. I know a day seems like a lot, but come on. And the remaining 3 days will be spent with the second set. The way I see it, the 2 sets are basically caring versus uncaring. You know, I'm doing 3 drawings in a day on one, and then I'm dedicating 3 days to 1 drawing each. You can see which ones I'll really be taking my time on. And if you've ever doodled in your life, you know there is definitely a kind of low effort, lolling kind of drawing state of mind. And I think that's what I'll be in on the first day. So without ado, let's get into it. Show 'em the footage. Okay. It's time to do the first drawing. A dinner scene. And also, you may note, I'm left-handed. If you didn't catch it so far, I mean, this is only the 7th episode. Yeah. Oh no, I already messed up. So with the first drawing underway here, as soon as I finished drawing those chairs, I was immediately, doubting myself. You know, they're not, I tried to render them in 3D space, kind of. It didn't really work out. And I had it in the back of my mind, oh no, this is gonna suck. But it was the first one of 6, so I couldn't just give up. I don't know, maybe it's time to switch angles and see how I did.
think we're finished. We're drawing the grains of sand because I want it to be on a beach. Because how could there be a helicopter in the sky indoors? Okay. First drawing done. No, I do not really know where to begin with a cityscape. I guess I'll just draw a building. And then they disappear into the horizon. Does this still look like flowers, or does it look like incomprehensible scribbles? Either way, my arm's freaking tired, okay? It's tired. This guy needs a baseball cap. Don't want him to be bald. The other guy can be bald, whatever. This board is inaccurate. But I'll have to deal with it. They look like this. They look like little nipples. Oh my gosh. First, the inaccurate kinds of I'm just drawing nipples on the thing. It's horrible.
Overall, I think the first set of drawings turned out exquisitely. I drew straight from my mind to the page without considering any mistakes I made, or correcting them for that matter. Well, I corrected very few. And as I said, I didn't really care. The hardest part really was coming up with things to draw. Even with the prompts, trying to artificially inspire yourself is tough. But by the ends of all three drawings, I was inspired. Better yet, I was enjoying myself. Next, I delve into the Book of Knowledge for some much needed knowledge on the subject.
There's my apes that I drew. Oh, okay. Introduction. Learning to draw is not difficult. Everybody learns to walk and talk and read and write at an early age, and learning to draw is less difficult than all that. Drawing is merely making marks on paper which represent some visual experience. All it takes to draw effectively is the desire to do it, a little persistence, the ability to observe, and a willingness to carefully correct any mistakes. This last point is very important, as mistakes are not in themselves bad. Regard them as opportunities for getting better, and always correct them.
Straight from my mind to the page without considering any mistakes I made, or correcting them for that matter.
Very well written. Implements and materials, oh, I don't need that. I'm using pencils. I should read about pencil. Pencil. The simplest and most universal tool of the artist is the humble pencil, which is very versatile. Depending on the type you choose, the pencil can be used very precisely and also very loosely. You should have at least 3 degrees of blackness, such as an HB, the average, 2B, soft and black, and 4B, very soft and black. Okay, I'm gonna write down this note here. 3 types. HB, 2B, 4B. And save it. It's very important to take notes. I don't have a paperweight. You just want me to copy this down? What? I don't want to just copy down like verbatim, stroke for stroke, this dude's hand. I don't think this quite did it. I'll try again. At the wrist, drop down. And maybe with some shading I can fix it. Looks like just a rag. there's a joint here, a joint here, and then one here. I don't know.
Much perspective was injected into my tiny brain, but such information is useless unless it is applied, and so the next day I began my first professional sketch. Weeks before, I had recorded myself eating spaghetti in preparation to be drawn. The narcissist I am, I will be my own subject for the first drawing. That, or I don't have any willing friends. And that's why I chose myself. That's why I chose myself.
Let's rock and roll. Nope, I'm scrutinizing everything I'm doing. My hand's shaking. I like to think I know myself as a subject pretty well, so I don't think I'm gonna butcher my likeness too badly. I think I may have got it right.
Suffice to say, I'm quite happy with how my self-portrait turned out. I proved to myself pretty conclusively that I can draw images using a reference, even if I didn't quite get my face 100%, but who are you to criticize my depiction of my own face? It's me. I think it looks like me. I want to kiss it. It was surprisingly less stressful even than making things up on the fly, too, since your expectation, the reference, is already right there in front of you, and you just have to transcribe it to the page. And that isn't exactly a science to me. All I can feel now is excitement for the next 2 days of drawing, to see if I can surpass this.
Just relative size, and whatever. Just basic comparisons.
Okay, if you can't tell already, drawing these buildings is getting very tiresome. I could not explain it. Drawing buildings was the last... Drawing the same thing over and over and over again was the last thing I wanted to do with this little project. But that's how it turned out. And, I'm glad that I have this one behind me. I was not having fun here.
Record it. You stupid phone. I want to see this recorded.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Oh look. This, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all the windows on that building.
Okay, I'm an idiot. Screw it. I don't need a protractor. If I need right angles, I can just trace something with the right angle. So we're drawing from perspective, and the edge of the board would be that. And then, oh no, I messed up. I really don't know the right code. No, that doesn't look like an actual thing.
Okay, for the final one, you'd think that I just want to wrap this up and be done with it, but this took forever to get something that I even thought was remotely good. And even then I settled. I guess I didn't read that book close enough. Shame on me. But yeah, I was beating myself up over this. It took forever and ever to try and draw perspective. I was experimenting on the fly, and meanwhile the camera's going, I'm just staring with a stupid look on my face, this paper not doing anything.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course it's 8 by 8. This board is inaccurate. It's going to be a 7 by 8 board. which therefore makes the game slightly harder. Okay, more drawing in the checkerboards. Oh, here's a little bit of wisdom for you. I'm finding out firsthand here, so you can trust this, that every time you draw something repeatedly in this short amount of time that I'm doing right now, you get better at it. Like I've drawn 16 pawns. Pardon me, I've drawn 16 pawns today in just this one session. 16 of them. So I'm getting good, and now I'm tracing over them with a slightly bolder pencil, which equals 32 pawns that I have drawn. 16 I've traced over, but still, I'm getting real good at it. And sign it. Sign that. It's done. See that? See that camera? It's done. Whoa! It's done. It's done. With the 6 drawings completed, it's time to determine which set is best. And right off the bat, it's certain that each set has its own distinct style. The different thicknesses that multiple pencils allow, as well as the sheer utility of the tortillons, show that the better equipment can obviously make higher quality, more richly detailed drawings than one pencil by itself. Even the paper they were used on was curated, specifically designed for sketching, providing a tasteful thickness and a much smoother glide across the page. Alright, I was exaggerating with the tasteful thickness thing, but you get what I mean. It's good paper. Conversely, the classic No. 2 pencil left over from high school can only produce rudimentary doodles on the printer paper. You can tell it wasn't designed for sketching when using it because it can't easily produce the finer lines that the other pencils can. It doesn't glide across the page. It scratches itself. And it's not just the paper that facilitates it, it's the pencil too. I tried. I mix and matched. Oh, I knew this set was the underdog in this fight, and it goes without saying, but I really thought it had a chance. But wait a second. Maybe it still has a chance. The drawings themselves. How about that? Isn't there something just exponentially more charming about the first set's cartoony style? The fact that, despite being the more simplistic of the two, it somehow comes out more appealing than the predictable, bland depictions of real life in the second set. Set 2 wasn't improvised. I had what I was drawing right in front of me and I put him down. Is there even creative spirit in that, compared to the cartoons? Just copying something? But I finished the whole first set, 3 whole drawings, in the time it took to do just one of set 2. It just doesn't add up. What is going on here? I just realized I have absolutely no idea what criteria I'm judging these things on. I'm clueless. Ignatius, where are you? What? I'm trying to practice the Irish jig. Get over here. What? I'm trying to determine which one of these artworks is best. Is it the set made with a single pencil or 12? What does it matter which one's best? You just might have a point there, Ignatius. It makes no sense judging or pitting works of art against each other. To do so would be to go in the face of the very essence of art itself, making such an objective statement over something so subjective down to its very core. Yes, true art is no means to an end, but rather a venue for self-expression, and should only be judged on the merits of the creator to realize their vision. I had no vision for these. I just went ahead and did them. But my dancing has vision. Are Oh, attaboy. There you go. Look at me go, lad. Oh, I'm going to hit you with a shillelagh. Yeah, Iggy, if I could make one little criticism. Yeah, what's that? Your footwork. It needs improvement. My dancing. No. Ah!